right, what's going on, everybody? So I know y'all see what's going on with the prices. I know y'all see Baby Doge at 8Z 1850. Everything in the market is down. So we're just gonna go straight over this. I know a lot of people are probably upset seeing it down like 11% in the last 24 hours. But yeah, let's hop straight into this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight to it. So right now we're at 8Z 1660 or 1860. And I seen some people asking, like, what do you mean by 8Z? What I mean by 8Z is 8 zeros after the decimal place, as you can see here. Decimal place, 8 zeros after the decimal place, and then 1860, because, 1860. So, yeah, 8Z 1860. We are down 11.6% in the last 24 hours. I know that sucks. Sucks to see, but our volume is still holding up. We still got good volume, which is mainly selling volume. 27 million inside of volume, 27 million. That's decent. Volume did go down a little bit though because people are waiting to buy. Mind you, I already bought at 1900, at 1930 actually. I bought at 1930. I bought more because I believe it's going to go back up. But what did I say before? I mentioned this was going to happen, and look exactly what's happening. We dropped back down to this discounted price point level, right where we have this support at 1800. We stopped at 1850, but we can continue to go down because remember our momentum wave band's down here. We're probably going to end up going into that momentum wave band, hitting the support, maybe bouncing off, but not being able to continue to rise, like I mentioned before. And then we're coming down to 1600. Just watch the previous videos. I've been talking about this. Hey, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're just going to have to suck it up, right? So it might stop at 1650 or 1800. It stopped at 1850 right now, but there's a possibility that it goes down further to 1600. So I just want y'all to be aware of that because we're at that momentum wave band level there. Right now, it's kind of crazy in the market right now because Bitcoin is priced so high, and Baby Doge is not really priced high at all. So let's just hypothetically say Bitcoin drops to like 74K, like I was mentioning in my Bitcoin video. That doesn't necessarily mean Baby Doge is going to drop down to like 9Z7 or something. You might see Baby Doge drop down to like 10Z 1, 10Z 1.5. But the good thing about this is that we're already close to the bottom. Like, it's kind of crazy because Baby Doge didn't hold any of those games. It's really crazy actually. It didn't hold nothing. Like I mentioned, Baby Doge does this all the time. I was ready for it, but a lot of people aren't ready. I'm telling people this: take your gains out. Take your gains out when you see them. That's all I can say. But what I will say right now is if we do continue to go down, it's not that big of a deal because we're already almost at the bottom. 8Z1 is technically the bottom, but it could go to like 9Z8, 9Z9. But it's not going to do that right now. Personally, I don't think it's going to do that right now. And I'll tell you why. Baby Doge right now is nearly at its bottom. Almost all the other altcoins, they're not at their bottom nearly, right? Almost all the other altcoins are still fairly overpriced. So what I think right now, not overpriced, like not completely overpriced, but what I think is about to happen now, we're probably about to see that next rise inside of the crypto market. Now, mind you, when I say the crypto market, I mainly mean Bitcoin because it's not altcoin season yet. Notice the altcoins are losing a lot more money than Bitcoin. You're seeing Doge down 13% in the last 7 days, 6% in the last 24 hours. Cardano 8% in the last 7 days, and 4% in the last 24 hours. Tron 3%, Avalanche 12%. Like you're seeing a lot of losses here. 14% Hedera, Shiba Inu, 11% Shiba Inu is down bad right now. But anyways, it was once below Doge. Now it's no longer. But Pepe 11% and then 19% in the last 7 days. So you're seeing all the altcoins are losing a lot of money. Trump coin 18% in the last 24 hours, 32% in the last 7 days. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because it is not altcoin season yet. So you're going to see the altcoins taking a larger crash than Bitcoin. But where do you think that money is going? Like, where do you think the money is going? All that money is going into Bitcoin. So that's pretty much what's happening. You can say there's a lot of reasons for the reason why we're going down. You can say the Trump tariffs and all that stuff. But the bottom line is the money is leaving all the altcoins and going into Bitcoin because it's not altcoin season yet. It's not altcoin season yet. And actually, when you look at Bitcoin, let's just look in the last 7 days here. Looking at the market cap in the last 7 days. We were at 2.1 trillion market cap. Now we're at 1.994 trillion market cap. That's a good amount lost, right? It's a little bit over $100 billion lost. But when you look at the altcoins and how much the altcoins just lost, let's look at it like this, right? Within the past 2 days, we lost a little over 100 billion inside of market cap for Bitcoin. So now what we want to do is go ahead and look at the altcoins. So the altcoin market cap in the last 7 days, that's what we want to look at. In the last 7 days for altcoins, you can see here it's at, or in the last 2 days, that's what we were looking at before. Remember, Bitcoin, it was only down like a little bit, right? A little bit over, let's say 100 billion. That's what it was. Now the altcoin market cap is much lower. It's 1.672 trillion. So the exact number is 1,672,518,011,125 dollars, right? And currently, it's not showing exactly where we are, but currently we are at 1.5 trillion, 1,506 $1,506,196,691,695. So from 1.5 trillion here and where we were at before, you can see it was 1.672 trillion. So a lot more money came out. Well, not a lot more, a little bit more money actually came out the altcoins, the same as Bitcoin. And mind you, this is all altcoins collectively. All altcoins collectively has a little bit more money lost than Bitcoin. So when you think about that, people aren't really trying to get out of Bitcoin at the rates that they're trying to get out of altcoins. I feel like everyone's about to start pumping Bitcoin. Bitcoin is probably going to start pumping a lot more right now. And like I said before in my Bitcoin technical analysis earlier, there's a possibility that Bitcoin still goes down to 74K. But once that happens, once we see that first crash happen for Bitcoin, we'll probably end up seeing altcoin season. And that's probably when stuff like Baby Doge is going to go up. So for right now, I think Baby Doge is probably going to suffer. And a lot of people are going to be upset. But I'm already preparing for it. I put in a bunch of money. I'm waiting. If it goes down to 8Z1, I'm gonna save up another 5,000 and I'm gonna put another 5,000 in there. All right. If it goes down to 8Z1, I'll drop another 5 racks in there. That's 5 trillion baby doge. 5 trillion baby doge. That's a lot, right? I just spent 5,000 on like 300 or like on like 3 trillion, right? Or it was a little bit below 3 trillion. It was like 2.9 trillion or something like that. But now if it goes to 8Z1, that's $5,000 at 8Z1, which is 5 trillion coins. So when you think about it, you can make a lot more money if Baby Doge goes down a lot more. You just gotta have the capital to deploy on there. But yeah, we're gonna get off that topic though. That's just kind of it's a better discussion for a live stream, I think, because just to see where everyone is at, everyone's mind space, where everyone's money is at. Like I know a lot of people are just in over their heads, not in over their heads, but they put in more money than they wanted to or than they should have. And now, they're facing the consequences. A lot of people are down a lot of money and they don't have any more money to put in. Right. So that's a big issue that a lot of people are going through. That's why a lot of people are aggravated with Baby Doge. But that's a better discussion for a live stream. Moving on from this though, I do believe we're gonna have that pullback. So prepare for it. I always prepare for the worst. Even if we have, good outcomes, I always prepare for the worst. Moving on from that though, looking at the holders, Baby Doge has now 1,883,739 holders. So we're still gaining holders, even though the price is jumping, or even though the price is dropping. We got a little over 2,000 holders in the last 2 weeks. That's pretty good. And as you can see here, with the developer's wallet, they haven't taken anything out the main wallet yet, even though the price is going down. So it shows you, they're still in it to win it. If you look over here, you see Wintermute. Right now, Wintermute is the Wintermute wallet. They still haven't taken the money out to get listed on exchanges or for liquidity or for all that different stuff. Because remember, we're getting on base. We then need exchanges that do base, right? We need exchanges that will allow babydoge to trade on base. So what do you think is going to happen? Well, the liquidity here in Wintermute, they're going to put it into one of these base exchanges. They might not automatically list it to Coinbase, the original Coinbase, but they might list it to Coinbase Pro, or they might list it to just where the Coinbase wallet. So Coinbase has their little DeFi exchange, right? Which I believe is Coinbase Pro. It acts as like a DeFi type of exchange. So yeah, Coinbase is probably going to end up doing that. We'll probably end up getting babydoge listed to crypto.com as well eventually. So hopefully that happens soon. It's only a matter of time because they just now posted this base at 1:12 a.m. because they're probably nearly finished with base. So now with the base bridge. So yeah, now they're probably doing that. So it is what it is there. Another thing, since we're already on the topic of developer wallets, 2.5 million in this developer wallet. They haven't taken any money out of this yet. The only money that they took out, it went to this wallet and this wallet. That's 203 trillion here. And then this amount doesn't matter, 531 billion. They withdrew that to a wallet. It's like $1,000 or something like that. It's not a big deal for that one. Now, for this wallet right here, they took and they sent that money to all the way over to the Wintermute wallet. So that's where that money went. So that money is waiting to be put on base as well. So that's what we got going on there. And same thing, this wallet they ended up sending to a different one, but it was like not a big transaction at all. 531 billion is nothing. They ended up withdrawing that. They probably needed it for something. Someone's probably going broke, right? So they needed a little bit of money. But yeah. Anyways, base, we should be getting bridged there soon. So that's gonna be all well. The whole altcoin thing is going crazy. Literally, altcoins, yeah, altcoins are going crazy right now. Now, this guy right here is saying altcoins are oversold. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But yeah, he says altcoins are still oversold, but altcoin season will be incredible. It can start any moment now. And this right here is he's showing Bitcoin dominance. And as Bitcoin dominance goes down, altcoin season starts. So this chart is actually very, very, very telling. It's also crossing here on the Stoch RSI, meaning if it's crossing right there at the Stoch RSI, the Stoch RSI is going down. Look at what happened over here when it crossed. It's going down. So what happens? Bitcoin dominance goes down. And when that happens, the money will flow into altcoins. But like I said, right now, I believe there might be one more good pump for Bitcoin before all that money just starts to flow into altcoins. So I do believe we might have that last pump for Bitcoin. And hey, maybe we don't have the last pump for Bitcoin and Bitcoin just automatically it just goes down to like 90K and then all the altcoins start pumping in all that money. Because if you think about it, I just want to show y'all, like, just say, let's say Bitcoin goes from the current market cap down to like 90K, right? All you have to do is take the circulating supply right here. All right, so we're going to take circulating supply and we're going to multiply that by the current price just to show you that this math is accurate. That is pretty much the exact same market cap right there. The exact same market cap that we have right here is right there. All right. So now what we're going to do is take that circulating supply and multiply it by 90,000. So if Bitcoin goes to 90,000 and then let's say altcoin season starts, that means that you're going to have this right here subtracted by that. That's $214 billion flowing into altcoins if Bitcoin just goes down to $90,000. And that's not even mentioning all the other money, right? That's not even mentioning money that's not even in the markets. Remember, the stock market is dropping right now. Money from the stock market might be going into altcoin season as well. So you got to think that's a lot of money that's going to start flowing into alts. And it's going to be more than just $214 billion flowing into alts. We're going to see a lot more than that. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to cover this for you guys. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let me know what you guys think. Don't be discouraged. We should be recovering. Just keep pushing. We'll recover from this. Just keep pushing. But anyway, this is all I got for you all today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want me to go over next. If you want these automated trading indicators, check out the link in the description for Chart Prime. Also, someone requested me to make a Bitcoin video. Made that earlier this morning. Got a bunch of other requests. Got them all written down on these sticky notes. I'm gonna go over those, and then some other people. If you guys want me to go over stuff as well, let me know in the comments, because it's also lets me know that you guys are watching to the end of the video, which helps out the channel a lot. So I will definitely go over those videos for you. So yeah, I didn't forget everybody else, right? We got someone wanted me to go over a Toshi coin, Solana price prediction, Crow price prediction. I added a Dogecoin video in there. I'm gonna start doing Dogecoin videos again and Shiba Inu videos. Yeah, and going over Crow, and also going to talk about the benefits of using the Visa card for Crow for crypto.com, because you can actually get a lot of money from those rewards if you put in a lot. You get what you put in, right? I think one of the cards even gives you 6% cash back on all purchases. Like that, just you got to have a lot of money in there to get that, by the way. But remember, Crow's going to increase over time. So even when you stake that money into the card, you're making a lot of money back. I'm going to make a whole video on the crypto.com card. I think it could be beneficial. But let's say your expenses, everything, even your bills, comes out to like, $5,000 a month. Well, 6% of that is $300. So like that's just $300 that you're getting free for paying your bills and buying food and doing everything else you do. Like that's a huge benefit right there. But I will talk about that in a separate video. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for that. Shout out to Cliff for making those suggestions for that. And shout out to everybody else. Make these suggestions. Let me know what you guys want me to go over next. And as always, I'll be back with more videos.